Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So,
Good morning, ma'am.
as good morning, everyone. As I told you, we are going to discuss the revision part for the integral equation. Okay. So, starting with the what is the syllabus? We have the syllabus. First one is introduction of some problems which gives rise to integral equations, and then we have seen the classifications. What is integral differential equation? The equation which contains integration as well as differential equation. Then conversion of initial value problem to Volterra, then conversion of boundary value problem to Volterra, and the Sturm-Lewis problem. Okay, and the next one, Friedel integral equation. Third unit is Volterra integral equation, and the fourth one is determination of iterated kernel. Now, starting with that, first one, we have seen what are the kernels, right? I think screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is a separable kernel? Which is in the form of just like the product of functions of x and t only. Just like the example is given sin x cos t, or it may be simply x into t, or any type of these function xt plus x square t square plus x cube t cube, or it is of the form x square t plus t square into x cube, like this. Iterated kernel, you know the formula very well and how to find out the resolvent kernel for this, right? Next one, the integral equation. Okay, what is an integral equation? The equation which appears in which unknown function appears under one or more integral sign, just like a differential equation. What is the definition of differential equation? An equation which involves derivative of unknown function with respect to sorry, uh, unknown function with respect to independent variable, or we can say derivative of dependent variable with respect to independent variable. In the very similarly, here unknown function appears under one or more integration sign. Here, if y of t is an unknown function, k of x t is your kernel, and f of x is a given function. So these are what the types of integral equation. Then we have gone for the classification, the linear and non-linear. You already know what is a linear. Uh, that means if linear operations are performed on the unknown function, then it is linear integral equation, and if it is not linear, then it is non-linear differential. Then we have seen the types of linear integral equation. Linear integral equation of first kind, in which g of x is 0. Here we have been provided with the general type of linear integral equation. Okay, what is general type of linear integral equation? G of x y of x is equal to f of x plus lambda integration a to, here it may be variable or constant, upper limit a of x t y of t dt. Okay, these are what the types of linear integral equation. And then we have gone for the Volterra. The types are same, only the change is upper limit is given now is variable. Okay, so if g of x is 0, g of x is 1, g of x is not 0. Next, we have gone for Friedel, in which the upper limit is given to us some constant number. After that, kernel. What is the definition for the symmetric kernel? A kernel is said to be symmetric which satisfy the condition k of x t is equal to k bar of tx. Just like our symmetric matrix. What is a symmetric matrix? Aij is equal to Aj. If you interchange row or column, Aij is equals to Abi. Okay, what are I and j? These are nothing but your rows and column. No? Next, we have gone for the Leibniz formula. The proof for this is not for your syllabus. You have to remember this formula if you want to apply for any um, derivation. Here we have seen the important formula, or rather we can say a conversion of multiple integration to single integration. So here the proof for this we have seen. and many times we have applied this one for the solution of any integral equation. Now the next one we have seen is solution. Okay, if any function is given to us, you have to put that function in your given integral equation, and you have to check whether LHS is equal to RHS. If LHS is equal to RHS, then we can say the given function is a solution. If the question is show that, then it is okay. But if you are not going to appear for physical exam, so the question may be like this. Um, they will provide the integral equation and verify which one is a solution. So in the options, they will give you some functions in the form of y(x). You have to verify which one will be suitable for your equation. Getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are the things which we have seen, that how to verify the given function is a solution or not. Next we have seen is conversion of initial value problem to Volterra integral equation. I think in the ODE we have seen in detail what is integral equation. What is initial value problem. That means if you solve any differential equation, the solution is not a unique. Right. Any differential equation for different values of constant C1, C2, we can have different solutions, and we have solution space actually. In the OD, you have studied in the semester one that we have the basis also. What do you mean by basis? These are nothing but your solutions of differential equation. So they actually whatever the solution we are getting, it is nothing but the vector space. Out of all those solution space, we are getting at least one solution which passes through the given point, and that is called a initial value problem. Okay. सगळे solution कडे जो whatever we are getting all the solutions, we have to find out one solution which passes through the given condition. What are the these are what are our given condition equation 2 you can see. Here we have seen the conversion. For this conversion, if initial value problem is given, what do you mean by initial value problem? The value of dependent variable and independent variable, value of dependent variable and its derivative is provided at the same value of independent variable. That means it is same a asnare. Okay, whatever maybe y of 0, y dash of 0 or y of 1, y dash of 1, ते verify करावं लागेल तुम्हाला. Okay, and for this type of integral equation, for this type of differential equation, initial value problem, you have to solve it by using this method, that you have to put y double dash is equal to phi of x. Then you have to integrate this, you have to solve this, and then put up again back in our equation. Put equation 3, 4, 5 in 1, and then you have to put it in the standard form. Okay, it may be any standard form. We can go with any of the standard form like Volterra or Fredol integral equation. But in this case, we are getting the Fredol integral equation. Volterra integral equation. Since initial value problem is converted to Volterra and boundary value problem is converted to Fredol integral equation. Okay, you have to put it in the standard form, and you have to check what is f of x, what is lambda, what is k of x t. Like we have seen the examples for that. The next one we have seen is a boundary value problem will be converted to Fredol integral equation. Okay, in the boundary value problem converted to Fredol integral equation. So what is boundary value problem? The value of dependent variable is provided at two different values of independent variable. Here y of a is given, y of b is given, or it may be y of a, y dash of b. Okay. So for this, you have to do a direct integration. After doing a direct integration, what is the step? Where you are getting the sum y dash of a. You have to find out the value of y dash of a, and then again put back in your equation, and then solve again. You have to put it in the standard form. After substituting it in the standard form, you have to verify which type it is. That means which type of Fredol integral equation. But here in this case, you are getting the two different kernel in the two different interval, in the a to x and in the next interval x to b. Okay. The next we have to seen as the examples on the boundary value problem. The next topic we have to see is a Friedel integral equation. So here we have seen only two methods. In the last one also we have seen only three methods. Verify the solution, IVP and VVP. In the second topic, what we have to see is we have to convert the homogeneous Friedel integral equation. We have to solve the homogeneous Friedel integral equation. We have been provided this, and then we have to do some adjustment, find out the values of constants and all. In rather to go with the theory, you are more aware of example. Example मध्ये easy है ना? How to find out the values of constants, C1, C2 and all. Okay. So here, as it is homogeneous, so it will be of the form ax is equal to 0. And you know already ax is equal to 0 असेल तर whatever the a value of that determinant. Okay, if value of that determinant is non-zero, that is first case. If it is non-zero, we will get trivial solution. If it is equal to 0, then we will get the non-trivial solution. So here you have seen all the example. You have to take all the terms of x outside and solve for the c. Okay, whatever this we have to keep it as some constant c and solve the equations. Similarly, we have gone for the examples of this one, and then we have seen the solution of Friedel integral equation with degenerate kernel. In this case, we have non-homogeneous part. Okay, non-homogeneous means what? F of x is present. Homogeneous मध्ये f of x present नसतो, right? So here again separable kernel is given. As it is a separable kernel, that's why we have written in the form of f of x into g of x. And then again we have to solve it in such a way that here again we have to go for the cases when the value of that determinant is equal to 0 or non-zero, and then we have to go for the cases whether there is unique solution non. We have seen in detail, right? I think I have given you homework also. You have to verify ax is equal to b. If any form is there, ax is equal to b, so we have to verify the types of a solution. It is either unique, infinitely many, or no solutions. And we have seen the types, whatever the examples based on the Friedel integral equation. Rather, it is non-homogeneous. In case of we are having a kernel is a separable kernel. Then, what is a symmetric kernel? We have already seen. These are regularity condition and some of the theorems which we have seen. The definition of norm, which I don't think so it is necessary to take because already it is covered in the function. You have studied this many times. Then next we have the Friedel operator k. It is defined in this way. K into phi is nothing but integration e to the k of xt phi of t dt. Okay. This k phi psi we have to prove it is a phi k bar psi. Then we have seen some of the theorems. You have to by heart the statement of a theorem if you want to appear for the exam of just like MCQ, since it may be some statement, some word are missing, so you have to verify which one is a theorem. The next we have seen is a Hilbert-Smith theorem. That was a very big theorem which we have studied. Is here in this case we have to solve the examples by using Hilbert-Smith theorem. Right, many more examples we have solved using this Hilbert-Smith theorem. We have to go for the cases also. Here again, what is Friedel integral equation, Volterra integral equation, what is a different case, if you want to find out the iterated kernel for the Redall and Volterra integrity equation, right? Redall असेल तर तुम्हाला A आणि B चे व्हॅल्यूज पण दिलेले असतील, right? And then you have to verify which one is a iterated kernel. If it is Volterra, directly it is T2X. Okay, be aware of this. Note down, everyone note down this. The for Fredol and for Volterra, there is two type of a kernel. Here it is A to B, commit is given, and here T to X is. Okay, those who are having a doubt, you can ask in between any time. Next, we have seen the method of successive approximation. That means y naught is given with some function, and then you have to go with that method which we have seen in the BSc conversion, right? The strips we are going to convert, right? After that, we have seen this resolvent kernel and the examples on how to find out the resolvent kernel. First, you have to find out iterated kernel and find the resolvent kernel. Many more example you can solve for the iterated kernel, resolvent kernel. Okay. Now, if it is not going to verify the first one, that means if it is not having any compact form of this, then we have to go for the second type solution of Poldera integral equation when sum of the infinite series occurring in the formula, right? So if it is not occurring, then we will go for the Newman series. Okay, so here we have solved it with the help of iterated kernels, and then you can see here if it is in the compact, if it is not in the compact form, then we have to solve it by using the Newman series. I don't know how many of you remember this, but you have to go through this at least once. But I think many times I told you you should attend every lecture so that you should not have any difficulty, and if you want to appear for the exam, so you will not have any problem. Many more example while discussing this we have solved. This is what the method of successive approximation we have seen. If the question is like this, simply solve, and if it is provided y naught of x, then you have to uh, verify. That means you have to think that, right, it is, we have to solve it by using method of successive approximation. जिथे कुठे तुम्हाला सेपरेबल कर्नेल असेल तर तुम्हाला ते टाईप व्हेरीफाय करावं लागेल, कुठला टाईप असेल आणि कुठल्या टाईपनी सॉल्व्ह करावं लागेल. ओके. These are what the examples of the method of successive approximation, and these are examples of the Hilbert-Smith theorem. Okay, and after that we have simply seen the Green's function. Okay. Yes, if you have a doubt you can ask. It is not much more difficult. In the first chapter we have only three uh, types. Second maybe सिर्फ two types है. Third maybe Poldera में सिर्फ kernel अगर repeat iterated kernel you have to say resolvent kernel, method of successive approximation and Hilbert-Smith theorem. And afterwards is a Green's function. The paper is very easy. I think you have to score 100 out of 100. If you have scored good marks in the integral equation or the internal. अगर इंटरनल में आउट ऑफ आउट है तो ट्राई करो कि अगर आप थ्योरी में भी आउट ऑफ आउट. Yes. हॅलो. आहेत का डाउट्स? जागे आहेत का? एक्सरसाइज करा थोडा.
Yes, ma'am. We are here.
व्हाट यू डू, यू हैव टू सभी टाइप्स एक पेज पे लिख के निकालो. बहुत ज़्यादा पेजेस नहीं लगेंगे आपको. सिंपली 2 pages इज सफिशिएंट फॉर इंटीग्रल इक्वेशन. सिंपली व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, फर्स्ट जो आपका फर्स्ट यूनिट है उसमें लिखना है कि आपने क्या क्या देखा है. ओनली 3 टाइप्स वी हैव सीन. सेकेंड में क्या है, 2 टाइप्स है. थर्ड में क्या है, कर्नेल इटरेटेड कर्नेल है, हिल्बर्ट मीट है, कुछ थेरम्स है. और फोर्थ में भी सिमिलर टाइप्स है और ग्रीन्स फंक्शन. So बहुत ज़्यादा पेजेस नहीं लगेंगे आप. In short, you can do a revision in only 2 pages for the integral equation. Why this paper is there for your syllabus, since if you're going to appear for any PhD examinations, or if anyone want to do a research in integral equation, so it will be useful. Because as I told you in the from the beginning itself, I haven't given you any um, geometric interpretation and all, because these are what the things we have already seen. क्या किया है हमने इस पेपर में, डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन को ही सॉल्व किया है ना. So already we know what is a geometric interpretation of differential equation, what is a solution. Solution is a one space out of which we are finding the solution for different values of constants q1 and c2 and all, right? So इंटीग्रल इक्वेशन क्या है, आपको कोई भी डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन दिया है तो उसको डायरेक्टली कन्वर्ट किया है इसमें. We have seen one different way how to solve any differential equation. These are the methods which we are going to use in the research. If you have gone for the fractional integral equation, or if you solve any type of a integral differential equation. So actually fractional is a very vast area in this research of a math, currently in the mathematics. So there you can verify all these types, Volterra, Fredhall, kernels, and those norms. Because in the your fractional integral equation or fractional differential equation, there is a use of a Banach space. जो Banach space आपने पढ़ा है उसका नहीं है, थोड़ा पार्ट उसका है, लेकिन the Banach space which you have seen is only restricted to only uh, real or complex ना, so it may be extended for that anything else. अगर real की जगह कोई अलग अलग वेक्टर स्पेस होगा तो वहाँ पे भी वो एक्सटेंड किया है. So actually fractional is a combination of integral equation and Banach space and Hilbert space, all these things. So this paper is included since you can, if you want to appear for any PhD program, then it will be useful for you. Simply the introduction is there. Okay. आहेत का doubts? Yesterday Shrutikirti was absent.
Yes, ma'am. I was went to vaccination.
What is the result? Are you feeling anything? Fever
मॅम
and
ऍक्च्युली वॅक्सिन संपले होते म्हणून परत पाठवलं आम्हाला.
oh, okay, fine.
सो अजून तर नाही आलं. आता बोलवतील एक 2-3 दिवसात.
Okay.
येस मॅम.
Vicky, if you're not having a doubt, should I end the lecture? Okay. You can leave the meeting. Thank you.